SmackDown again on March the 8th was there were some interesting speeches given, and then they filled it in with some of the pesky wrestling, but these guys are over. Everything is over. They opened the show with Logan Paul, and he's out there, he's dressed up, he's looking good, he's a fucking smart ass, he's a prick, he's got the US title belt. He's doing the heel promo. He's brushing off the whats. He's bragging about himself. He's the reason for the WWE's success. Premium live events setting records. Arenas selling out. I'm the secret sauce, baby. And how is this guy smarter to the wrestling business than all the indie wrestlers that have been plying their trade since they were 14 years old in a rec center somewhere?
It's that he has the skill, he has the attributes that a lot of wrestlers back in the day had. He's a bullshitter. And he can go out there and talk and do his thing. Too many of these guys have no personality and no rap. They can't go into a room and sell anyone on themselves. They hide in the corner and wait for their turn.
How do they get laid? They got what this. Please, ma'am, may I have some more?
Please.
Well, anyway, Logan announced that the WWE is in its prime, and they gave him a drum roll, and they pulled back the covering, and the Prime energy drink that he sells, the logo is on the mat. The mat is no longer sacred from sponsorships as the Vince McMahon mandate has come to an end. Vince never wanted to dirty up the ring, clutter up the ring, and now they're going to sell. They're probably going to sell fucking brand space on guys' asses. But
on one hand, I hate it. I hate doing that to the mat, especially one that, for its entire history, has not had that. Or briefly at other points had like a logo or something. But
right.
On the other hand, they're going to make so much money. They're going to make so much money. Selling each corner, each turnbuckle, everything.
Because the thing is, they can also factor into that if they're smart, and I believe the jury isn't still out on whether they got smart salespeople up there. That's going to live forever. On the network, on YouTube, on the replays, wherever that is streamed, the big matches. I'm not talking about, the second match on Raw or whatever, but for big premium live events and the big shows and blah, that stuff's going to live forever. They're going to see they're going to be seeing your product in 20 years.
And you could double up. You could sell WWE and UFC together as a package.
Yes. And their package is bigger than most people's packages. But anyway, as soon as he does that, then Logan welcomes to the prime ring KSI, who apparently is one of Logan Paul's stooges that does his other things with him, right? We've heard this guy's name or seen him, I think, at one point, wasn't he one of the Nuck Passers or something? I remember this guy's name because it's all initials.
He's another Logan Paul-ish character in the interweb. He, I think, has also done some boxing stuff with them. And I believe he's also another guy that, like, CoffeeZilla's after.
Well, and boy, you better watch out if CoffeeZilla's after you. And so he gets in the ring and they pose for a picture, and then Orton's music starts playing. And as they're watching for him in the entranceway, Orton comes in, I think, from under the ring, but from behind, and tries to get Logan Paul with the RKO, but Logan scampers out and he hits one on old KSI and laid him out on the logo, and then cracked open a Prime energy drink and had a sip and poured the rest of it on KSI. So there we had that. But again, Logan Paul, a natural. I don't know who KSI is, but he was fodder here for Orton's RKO.
He took the RKO really well, I thought.
Apparently, Logan Paul just hangs out with a bunch of fucking physical freaks that can do all this shit. I don't know.
Should they hire him to be a scout while he's wrestling? Anyone he meets, get them in the ring and have them do something.
Maybe it's the energy drink. What the fuck do you think? Has that got cordyceps in it?
If he's going to have that energy drink on the mat for pay-per-view events, do you think Ric Flair's energy drink calls up Tony to renegotiate?
Oh, God. No, I think Ric Flair ought to call up whoever drew the logo for his energy drink. What the fuck? This looks like a goddamn souvenir at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. And these guys are over here on fucking national television with this. Anyway, so then immediately we went into Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory after Orton had done this business. And, it's nothing wrong with the match. They're not crazy like the other channel. It's just not that important. I'm getting a little weary of seeing Theory do the job all the time and Waller emerges unscathed. But about 7 or 8 minutes of this made the air, and then Owens boosted Theory into an RKO from Orton, and he pinned him 1, 2, 3. And so thank you for coming, Theory. And then Logan Paul appears from behind. I don't know where he came from. And he leveled Randy and Kevin both and got his knucks out and swung them, but Orton blocked it and grabbed the knuckles, and Logan Paul bailed out and ran off. So obviously there's some ill will here. Randy Orton versus Logan Paul wouldn't be fucking bad at all.
No, and Logan Paul is just great. Everything he does, I enjoy. Jim, to answer your question from earlier, as of 4 days ago, WrestleTix was reporting that Smackdown Friday, March 15th at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Tickets distributed, 9,975. There are 1,470 available tickets as of 4 days ago.
And that's not until this coming Friday.
9 days until the show as of this posting from WrestleTix. Also, last time WWE was there for Raw in August, 7,377.
So they're already way over that.
Way over that.
Well, there you Mempho.
And The Rock. And The Rock. They're going to sell out.
And The Rock. But, and I just to make the mention of Orton and Paul one more time, I think that's a great idea because now, I mean, Logan Paul, he's been in a ring with Ricochet just so they could have their spot match. And he's done stuff with Owens, but now with Orton, he'll probably get a more focused lesson in timing and or selling or when to kick it up or when to turn it down or whatever, because Orton can give him a little polish like that in the ring while they're doing their shit. So he's just getting better and better, Logan Paul.